Yo, what's up, guys? So this one is called peacocking, hubris, that kind of stuff. It's based on a comment that I got on my video where I said, why are my videos so long? And this one's actually going to be shorter too. See, I had to read this comment like 3 times. I'm like, because he's one of the homies. I talked to him in the back channel and shit like this. I'm like, are you saying this about me, or are you just saying this in general? I think he's saying this in general, and if he's saying it about me, I'm like, that if you're saying about me, you're like missing, like you're missing the whole point of my channel, brother. Like, so, but if you're saying it in general, just don't do that. Like, then I agree. I hope I don't do that. If I do this shit, like, call me out, dude. Tell me exactly what I did. But he said this, he said, a huge thing that's been lost in this era, discretion. The lurid peacock culture of social media has led people to broadcast things they think are flexes, but well done. You just showed just about everyone else you can't hold your own piss. And for what? A couple of likes or retweets? Good luck getting people to work with you again. If it's real slash happening slash happened, that's different. You're promoting it, relieved that somehow against all odds it came together. I get it. But brags, dangerous tightrope with very little reward and everything to lose if you fall off. I agree, dude. That's why I don't, you know, I don't say shit about what I'm doing, really. You know what I mean? Like in the present tense, not really, because of that. Because I've already learned that lesson. I'll give you some examples in 1 second, but or let's just get into them now. Like I didn't when I first broke in. When I first got signed, I was 21, right? I didn't tell my friends shit about what I was doing. I didn't tell them I did Fashion Week. No, they don't. Some of them don't even, to this day, don't even know that I've done Fashion Week. Shit like that. You know what I mean? I didn't tell anybody. Some of them saw me in some shit and they're like, dude, I just saw you in fucking what the thing. Like, I'm like, that's cool. You know? Is there a credit for it? No, I don't. Like, it was old, dude. Like, they didn't. No one gave a shit about credits back then. But it's like one of the things. I think this is a good point because I see that on Twitter. Like, people, announcement. Just hold on. Like, I wouldn't make that, and I wouldn't do that about something that's not happened yet. Here's why. Because, for example, probably my first one, my first biggest kick in the balls, destroyed moment in the industry was when I say I was on the way, I was halfway out the door. I'm being literal. Like, I had my model bag. I'm going to set. I just I already did all the auditions, all this shit. I'm going to set today. My agent already told me. I said, what am I gonna make on this fucking commercial? And he's like, around like 100 grand. That's, like, ish, like, I'm 25, bro. Like, this is a shit ton of money to me. I'm not an actor. I don't think I'm an actor. I don't go around, I'm an actor. I don't do that shit when I'm out in the world. I'm not an actor, bro. I'm a musician. You know? What do you do? I'm a musician. Are you going out for acting gigs? Yeah, like on the side, dude. I don't give a fuck about that. That's not my dream, dude. But yeah, I am to like trying to make money and shit. And I'm fucking going to set. I'm halfway out the fucking door. Literally, the threshold of the door is right there. And the phone rings. And I stop. And Sherry answers it. This is how far back we go. The phone, like the house phone. It was cordless, but she's like, hello? And she's like, your agent's on the phone. I'm like, what? Like, I'm going to set right now. They already gave me like, here's where the shoot is at. So I'm like, what's up? Like, I'm like, I'm out the door going to set right now, and he's like, sorry to tell you that this is a national commercial, dude. Back then, you get paid a lot of money, dude. When it's gonna drop on the Super Bowl and they're gonna run the fuck out of it, and he's like, they're scrapping it. They're taking it to New York. I'm young, dude. I don't know a fucking thing about how the industry works. Sherry's a receptionist at this point. Hello, CA, how may I direct your call? Hello, CA, how may I direct your call? That's where she's at. I'm going to go make $100,000 today, you know. And my agent just says, yeah, they yanked it. They're going to New York. I'm like, so am I flying to New York then? Or I don't understand. And he's like, no, they dropped everybody. Not just you, everyone. The whole team. They're not doing it in LA now. They want to go to New York now. I'm like, how is this even fucking possible? I don't say that. I'm just like, that's what I hear. And I'm fucking crushed, bro. Like, I said, okay, thanks. So you're not needed on set today. We'll get something else. I'm just like, dude, like 25, I can live off $100,000 for like 3 years. You know what I mean? I'm fucking destroyed. I didn't tell anybody I booked this thing. No one. The only person who knew was Sherry and my agent. That's it. And especially after that, then I'm starting to learn Hollywood now. Like, there you go. You're welcome. Here's a fucking lesson for you. Don't cash that check till it's in the bank, bro. Don't go spending that money in your mind. Even after you did it, they might stiff you then. I just had gotten back from fucking overseas where I modeled over there, and they didn't fucking pay me everything they fucking owed me. So I'm already feeling like this industry is kind of, they can just do whatever they want. And they'll fuck you over however they fucking feel like it. You know what I mean? And that's another thing in my pile of shit where I'm just like, okay, so now I guess I learned that lesson. Now I learned that they can just cancel a commercial on the fucking 30 minutes before you're gonna get there and not pay you. But I learned later, like, they should have paid a cancellation fee, which is gonna be a lot of money back then. And my agent probably got that money and never fucking told me. I didn't know. I was too young to know this shit. You know what I mean? So, and there's been multiple moments like that where I want to hurry up, speed up right now. There's been multiple moments like that, like having my TV show like this close to getting made. Where everybody's on the team's like, it's gonna get made, dude. Don't trip. It's gonna get made. And so you're like, okay, like, you're fucking green, dude. You don't know. And then you get an email like a week later, they pulled out of the show. And you're like, how is that even possible? We have a contract. And they're just like, well, hey, sorry. That's just how Hollywood works. So you're like, okay, I guess I learned another huge lesson right here. Is that what I should take from this? To the studio. Is that what I should take from this? Like, just the lesson, kind of. And the studio's like, yeah, pretty much. Like, this is how Hollywood works, bro. It's whatever fucking way the wind blows on that day. Don't count those pennies until you fucking, if someone sends me a check and I cash it and I go invest it, then I'm like, it's already invested, dude, or whatever. Like, the money's gone, dude. That's the only way, like, that I believe you got paid. You know what I mean? Like, imagine. That's why I would never brag about, like, someone's interested in my thing. Who cares, dude? Like, I'm so far away from getting a paycheck right then at that moment. Who's the biggest person in the world? Like, movies, like, TV, whatever. They attached to my thing. I'll have you guys know. Like, to me, that's like, I'm not even anywhere close to like seeing that money yet. I'm not gonna do backflips and shit like this. Like, I've been through the industry. See, when I talked about my video, like why I go so long and shit like this, like I go so long, and at the end of the day, I still don't know. I still don't know how the industry works, and I don't feel like I do know how the industry works. And if you ask Sherry as well, you know, when she was still with us, do you know how the industry works? She would have said absolutely not. I don't know how it works. But you sold a bunch of fucking hits and shit. Like, you still don't know how the fuck the industry works? No. No. No one does, dude. That's why everybody always revert back to what William Goldman said. Nobody knows anything, dude. And I know that quote is taken out of context, and that's not exactly what he meant, but people put it into that context because that is what the truth is. Nobody knows how this works, dude. If you know how this works, then you are a billionaire. Put it that way. If anybody says, I know how the fuck this works, then you better have $700 million in the bank. You know what I mean? Don't tell me you know how this works and you're living in a fucking apartment with plastic fucking blinds, dude. Sorry, my guy. You know? You got people living in better places than that, driving fucking badass cars and shit, will still tell you, I don't know, sidebar, I don't know how the fuck this works, dude. I've gotten lucky. The wind blew my way a few times. Shit like that. Can I tell you if a script is fucking brilliant or a piece of shit? Absolutely. I can tell you, is this script brilliant? Yes, it is. And I'll stand on that to the death. Or I can tell you it's a piece of shit and I'll stand on that till the death. But can I tell you if it will sell? No. But agents can though, right? No, dude. I asked Sherry that amateur question when I was new. What do you think my odds are? She says, zip it, bro. Don't ever ask any of your agents that question because the answer is this. I don't fucking know, man. It should sell, but we can't promise you that. So that's why when these stupid ass services say, we can guarantee that you'll make a sale or this is, no, you can't. This is the dumbest thing that's ever been said in the service world. We can 100% guarantee. No, you can't, fool. Okay, but here's where I'll shut up right now because I don't want to go over 15 minutes. To me, this has got to be the worst thing that could ever happen to you in the industry. Like, whatever, like people pull out of my shows and shit like this and I'm crushed or shit like that. Like, I'm on the way to the fucking set and fucking dropped, like, not just me, everybody. We had that money spent, 100 grand, dude. Ish, That's devastating, bro. 25. This is the worst thing, I think. Maybe you guys can think of something worse than this. I think the worst thing in the industry that could happen to you is you fucking shoot it, bro. Like you're a director, you're up there, you've worked your fucking ass off to get there. You're a director now, and you shoot this big fucking movie. You know what I mean? You earned your stripes, all that. You shoot this big fucking movie, and then they fucking shelf it after it's shot. And you're probably thinking, I've never experienced that. I can only imagine what that would feel like. I can imagine what I would feel like. I can't imagine, obviously, I can imagine how bad I would feel, but that's still not enough. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say I can feel your pain. I can't. But I can imagine how you just feel like, dude, I gotta go tell me, dude. Like, the studio's just like, it just wasn't in the it just wasn't in the cards. It's better for us if we just write it off. Kind of just do one of those like, sorry, kind of thing. Like, but for the director, I imagine the director's like, dude, like, I gotta go. I do like to just to be a fucking gentleman. I gotta go fucking tell these people, sorry, man. Like, All that shit I put you through, I know I grinded on you like to get that scene and whatever. Now I gotta go tell you that that was all for nothing, dude. Sorry, like, and they're gonna look at the director like, well, can't you fucking do something? Like, and the director's like, no, dude, I can't do anything, dude. I feel just as fucked over as you guys. Like, this is Hollywood. Now we're all learning a lesson, dude. See, we already fucking did it. And the fans are like, when the fuck is the movie coming out? And you're like, it isn't. And the fans are like, what? Like, you're the director. Can't you just make them like put it out somehow? You're like, no, dude, this is out of my hands, bro. Like, that's got to be the biggest fucking stinger in the industry. And the other thing there is, they also want you to be, and your agent's like, I know, bro, I know this is horrific, dude, but you still got to be open to working with them. And you're like, fuck these people, dude. I will never work with fuck that. I'll tell them, get them on the phone right now. And they call you and they're like, we're so sorry. You're like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, fuck off. Like, this is real shit that happens behind the scenes. People won't tell you this shit. A director like that will straight tell the studio head, fuck you, bitch. Are you crazy? I'll never work with you again, dude. Bye. And then the studio's like, just like, we're sorry, dude. Like, just like, try to smooth it over. Call your agent back and be like, you know, and the agent's like, I know. Just give them a moment. Just give them a moment. Like, I'll settle them down. But you, dude, like, that's a pretty fucked up thing you did, dude. So just tell, and the studio head's like, I know, dude, but we had to dump it, dude. You're like, whatever, like, bye. You know, everybody knows it had to be done, you know. They had to pick someone's film to dump, you know, and it just happened to be yours. So the director will get over it at some point. But, you know, in moments like that, yeah, you should be allowed to, like, express your fucking anger, you know, and just be like, I'm in a fucking mood, dude. You know why, like, so let me just get over it, like, let me just cuss you out, we'll hug it out later type of thing. But, you know, like, the industry is a really fucked up place in that way. So I'm already 18, I gotta shut up. So just know that too, man. Like, none of it's personal, not really. You know, it's not personal. It's nothing to flex about, I don't think. Because things fall apart all the time. So I guess that's it. Me personally, at this point, like, even if I got like something made, oh look, now you got something made, bro, and it's a hit, let's say. Now you can talk madness on these people who put you down this whole time. I don't even care at this point. I wouldn't even say anything. People would just be like, what? Like, Jason has a movie out? Like, he didn't even say a fucking word about it. I know, because I don't care. I literally don't fucking give a fuck. It's like too late now. It's too late for me to care. Like, after all the shit I've been through in the industry and with Sherry no longer with with us, it's too late for me to like be like excited. But I don't want to take away from your guys' excitement. You know what I mean? Like, be excited if your shit gets made. Hell yeah, mom, guess what? You know, like, tell all your friends like when it's out, after it came out. Not before, dude, because then you might have to make a call like, you know that thing I told you like was gonna be a big deal? It's not happening. And then people are like, you know, I learned, I'll stop right here, but I learned that with my friends is like once I got signed by CAA, they kind of understood, like, my friends not in the industry, they kind of understood what it meant. Sort, not really, kind of, only kind of. Like, I think, like, is that like a big, like, I'm like they represent Brad Pitt, shit like that. They're like, oh, I think I sort of get it. So when is it, like, so you wrote a screen, like, or is it gonna come out like next month or 2 months from now? I'm like, no, dude, like, this absolute soonest is like 2 years, dude. They're like, why? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they don't know shit about the industry. So anyway, that's what I would recommend. Don't go blow your horn before like, blow your horn once you already did it. Once you already got the money and shit, and it's already in the books, so to speak, then go fucking blow your horn. You know, I'll fucking talk up Gone Girl and shit. It's already on the fucking top 100 book to film sales ever done. So now I'll mention it. At the time, I didn't. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm out. Peace, guys. Good luck. And I hope you get to that place where we have something to like look back on, you know. And like someone said to me, all it is at this point is just like a neat little story you can tell. I call so Gone Girl. Oh, neat. I know. Like no one cares. Not really. Bye, guys.